Today we're taking a look at these NFL matches: Buffalo Bills vs Detroit Lions, Tennessee Titans vs Atlanta Falcons, and Dallas Cowboys at Arizona Cardinals, which are happening on Friday, August 13, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Buffalo Bills vs Detroit Lions. The Bills have more depth at almost every single position compared to the Lions, with the exception of possibly the offensive line. In preseason you are betting on the backups, and Buffalo has that advantage at QB. Mitch Trubisky has obviously been a starter in Chicago his entire career and will want to perform well to boost a possible trade value. Furthermore, the Lions have a new head coach in Dan Campbell, who does not have a whole lot of NFL head coaching experience. The Bills were on the doorstep of the Super Bowl last season with one of the best rosters in the NFL. The offense scored 31.3 points per game last season, which was second most in the league, as they were led by quarterback Josh Allen, but he won't take many snaps in the upcoming preseason game. Rather, the team will turn to Mitchell Trubisky, who struggled in 4 seasons with the Bears, to split snaps with Davis Webb and Jake Fromm. All 3 quarterbacks will need to learn offensive coordinator Brian Daboll's offense, which often tries to beat opponents deep with Stephen Diggs, Gabriel Davis, offseason acquisition Emmanuel Sanders, and receiving corporation running deep routes. Head coach Sean McDermott will also want to see if either of the 2 running backs in Zach Moss and Devin Singletary can emerge as the top running back, while also looking at how the offensive line depth is shaping up, with the unit being one of the best last season. It's a new era in Detroit. Matthew Stafford was shipped to the LA Rams for Jared Goff in one of the biggest offseason trades. Goff tallied a 2013 TD to int ratio in 2020. He will play about 1 quarter in this one. Detroit has a decent backup QB depth. They brought in former Packers backup Tim Boyle, who is battling with David Blough for the number 2 spot. Boyle was one of the best QBs in the 2019 preseason and has only attempted 4 pass attempts in regular season action. You have to be a bit concerned about how Tennessee will move the ball, as Woodside has thrown all of 3 passes in NFL action, completing 1 for 7 yards. Barkley has more experience, but he just signed with the team and is trying to get up to speed with the playbook. Meanwhile, even though McCarron is new to Atlanta, he brings some experience in running an offense. He's been in the league 6 years and has worked in a variety of systems, giving him a familiarity that could be lacking for Tennessee's group. Even though the storylines will be about Julio Jones, he is hurt and won't play much in the preseason. Starting quarterback Ryan Tannehill probably won't play this game, which means it will be the backup quarterback battle that will be heated. Logan Woodside and Matt Barkley will be given plenty of run in this game. Barkley was just signed a few days ago, so it wouldn't be shocking to see Woodside get more of the run in this game. On defense, there aren't a whole lot of questions surrounding this team, but it will be a good chance to look at Caleb Farley, who was drafted in the 1st round. One other big battle to watch in this game is a kicker, with Tucker McCann and Sam Ficken going head to head. My betting advice for that game is to pick Atlanta Falcons -1. Dallas Cowboys vs Arizona Cardinals. The Dallas Cowboys come into this matchup with a 0-1 record in the preseason after dropping a 16-3 battle against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike McCarthy didn't have any of his regulars going for this matchup, as Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, and CeeDee Lamb didn't see field, and the offense struggled without them. Dallas was led by a trio of QBs in Garrett Gilbert, Ben DiNucci, and Cooper Rush, with Gilbert having the strongest game, completed 9 of 13 passes for 104 yards. Leading the backfield for the Cowboys was Rico Dowdle, who had 43 yards on 8 carries. Leading the way for the receivers was Malik Turner, Aaron Parker, Cedric Wilson, and Sean McKeon. My betting advice for that game is to pick Arizona Cardinals -1.5. Now for the over and under betting picks. Buffalo Bills vs Detroit Lions. The Lions were a mess last season, and the hope is that new head coach Dan Campbell can improve the team on both sides of the ball. The Lions traded their former first overall selection and starting quarterback Matthew Stafford in the offseason in exchange for quarterback Jared Goff from the Rams, but it's unlikely the Lions will have Goff play many snaps in the game. Instead, the Lions will split the snaps between two career-long backups in David Blough and Tim Boyle, who will play under the Anthony Lynn offense, which will likely feature plenty of creative run designs for running backs D'Andre Swift and offseason signing Jamal Williams to take advantage of, but also force the two quarterbacks to search for open receivers down the seams and across the middle. The receiving corporation is searching for a number one target with the departure of Kenny Golladay and offseason acquisitions Breshad Perryman and Tyrell Williams having yet to live up to the expectations they had coming out of college. The former second overall pick is a solid QB to have in the event of an injury to Josh Allen. Bills' third-string QB Jake Fromm will likely see a good amount of action. The former Georgia Bulldog was a fifth-round pick in 2020. The 23-year-old posted a 24-5 TD to int ratio with Georgia in 2019. My betting advice for that game is to pick over 36.5. Tennessee Titans vs Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons, who have had big coaching changes this offseason with Arthur Smith taking over as the head coach. Quarterback Matt Ryan might play a little in this game, but there should be a whole lot more playing time for A.J. McCarron and Phillip Franks. Franks right now is the third quarterback on the depth chart, but with a good preseason, maybe he could win the backup job. On defense, there are a ton of questions, but some of the young guys have a good chance to earn plenty of playing time this season. One person to take a close look at is Taquin Graham, who was selected in the 5th round and could play a big role on the defensive line. Tennessee won the AFC South last season, but were derailed in their chase of the Lombardi Trophy as they were beaten in the wild card round by Baltimore. The Titans have new faces on both sides of the ball this season and perhaps most importantly, a new offensive coordinator. They'll see their former coordinator, Arthur Smith, on the other side of the field as he took the head coaching job with the Falcons. It's going to put pressure on Todd Downing to try and maximize the production from his personnel like Smith did. The offense carried the load last season, ranking 4th in points per game and 2nd in total offense. Tennessee lost Corey Davis, Adam Humphries and Jonnu Smith, though they did add Julio Jones in a trade. He'll be opposite A.J. Brown, giving the Titans an elite pair of receivers. Jones isn't likely to see the field in this one. My betting advice for that game is to pick over. Dallas Cowboys vs Arizona Cardinals. Arizona did lose Kenyon Drake in the backfield, however, they should still have a solid 1-2 punch after bringing in James Conner from Pittsburgh to combine with Chase Edmonds, who showed that he can be very productive in both the rushing and passing games last year. The Cowboys are 4-1 Austrian shillings in their last 5 games as an underdog, however, are just 5-11 Austrian shillings in their last 16 games overall. The Cardinals are 4-9 Austrian shillings in their last 13 games as a favorite and just 2-7 Austrian shillings in their last 9 games overall. My betting advice for that game is to pick under. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.